So one of the biggest requests I get from people that are considering moving to San Diego is, Dan, what neighborhoods are nice and safe to move into within our budget? If that is you, if you're interested in that, this video is for you. If you don't know me, my name is Dan Parker with the Best Life Home Team. Myself and my team, we specialize in helping people relocate here to San Diego. So if that is you, if you find interest in that, if you need help, feel free to reach out. Contact info down below. Now we're about to get into the info on what are the safest cities that you can feel really good about moving into in San Diego County. But here's the thing, although it's unlikely that you're gonna guess the number one San Diego city as far as safety is concerned, I can pretty much guarantee you're not going to be able to guess number two. What ranks number two, the second safest city in San Diego County? I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think it is? Drop it down below. And if anyone is right and legitimately mentions that before watching it in the video, I will give you $1 million. All right, I'm not going to give you $1 million. So how this works is we're using a 2024 ranking of the safest cities in California from a company called SafeWise. Specifically, what they did is they took violent crime and property crime data from the FBI along with population information to determine what cities they deem to be the safest. So they're not just taking their opinion. I'm not just telling you my opinion. We're using data to tell you which cities were the safest when it comes to violent and when it comes to property crime throughout California in 2023. In total, there are 4 San Diego cities on this list of 20 California cities that are included on this list. And it does not include the city of San Diego, which actually what they mention is the 3rd worst metro area across the country as far as porch pirates are concerned. So you gotta be careful with the packages that you have being delivered to your house if you're living in the city of San Diego. So let's get started on this list. Coming in at number 15 out of the California 20 safest cities is going to be one of my absolute favorite coastal regions in San Diego County, a place that I have recently lived. I love it so dearly. It's Encinitas. And if you don't know much about Encinitas, it is a North County suburb in San Diego County. It's just south of Carlsbad. It's a little bit smaller than Carlsbad. It's an affluent area. It's definitely not the most affordable place on this list. It is not quite as touristy as other areas, so it has more of a locals feel. It has a really nice kind of laid back surfer vibe. Highly ranked schools when you look at sites like niche.com and greatschools.org. Like I mentioned, this is a pricier community. So this is not the affordable, if you're looking for affordable first-time homebuyer neighborhood in San Diego County, Encinitas is not going to make your list. The median price home currently in Encinitas is a whopping $1.95 million. So just about $2 million for the median price home, according to Redfin, in Encinitas. What that actually means is, look, if you have a budget closer to 1 to 1.25, you can definitely still find some properties, especially if you go a little bit farther east in Encinitas, or if you're willing to find something that needs a little bit of work, if you're willing to find something that is an attached property, there's all sorts of options and different price ranges. So don't think that you have to have $2 million to live in Encinitas. That's the median. It also means that you can easily find properties that are 5 million, 10 million plus, especially if you're getting really close to the coast and some of the most sought after streets in San Diego overlooking the Pacific Ocean. What's cool about this list in general is that this is actually by far the most expensive area on this entire list. So I'm excited to show you some more affordable areas, and affordable by a significant margin when you look at Encinitas. Next up on the list is going to be number 12 safest city in California, which is San Marcos. And San Marcos has a property crime rate of, on average, 10.8 out of every 1,000 people. So it's just barely under 1% rate of property crime throughout all of San Marcos. San Marcos is another North County suburb. It's not quite as coastal as Encinitas. It doesn't sprawl over to the ocean, which makes it more affordable. So there's options in San Marcos. They're going to be significantly more affordable because it doesn't go all the way up to the coast, but it gets pretty close. And if you're looking at it on a map, it's just kind of east and northeast of Encinitas, east of Carlsbad. It goes a little bit more inland. San Marcos has newer communities like San Elijo Hills, which is one of the few parts of the San Diego County that has a true downtown little town center. It's like a really cute little community. Homes are definitely going to be a little bit more expensive over there, but you have these new developments. You have a new development by KB Homes right now. You have Ridgeview, and you have Foothills, which is being developed right now. There are still homes available at Ridgeview, which we toured recently. And then there are plenty of resale homes in older communities in San Marcos that you can find that are a lot more affordable than these newer communities. Throughout all of San Marcos, the median price home is $949,500, which if you're paying attention is technically just over $1 million cheaper than the median price home in Encinitas, which borders San Marcos. The cool thing about this is in San Marcos, you can absolutely find single family homes and definitely attached properties that are more affordable less than $1 million. Now, just to be completely honest, and we work with a lot of clients that are looking to move to San Marcos. They're looking for a single family home, 3-bed, 2-bath plus. And a lot of those clients are looking in around the $1.2 million plus range. If you want new construction or newer construction, like San Elijo Hills, like I was just mentioning, you probably are going to need to get closer to 1.4 million, especially if you're looking for single family home. That's just the premium that new construction homes are going for. But here's a cool thing about this. The assumption is going to be the safest cities in San Diego are going to get progressively more expensive. But Encinitas was by far the most expensive, and San Marcos is still not actually the cheapest or most affordable community on this list. Next up is number 11, which means it is the second safest city in San Diego County. And this is the one that I was completely shocked by. And not because it's a bad area at all. In fact, I recommend this area all the time. Number 11 is the city of Santee with an average property crime rate of 9.1 out of every 1,000 people. So it's just under 1%. Santee is just outside the border of the city of San Diego to the east. So it's kind of the start of East County, San Diego. It's also bordering Mission Trails Regional Park. And I love those communities that are bordering Mission Trails Regional Park. If you get into the city of San Diego, you also have San Carlos, you have Allied Gardens, you have Tierra Santa, you have Lake Murray. These are really wonderful places for single family homes. A lot of those single family homes are a little bit older, but have been renovated. So you can find a little bit more affordability in those regions, but definitely even gets a little bit more affordable once you get up to Santee, which is very nice. Now here's the negative of Santee. If you go back 20, 25 years, Santee doesn't have a great past. In fact, I think back then, if you were to ask your friend that lives in San Diego County, is Santee a great place to live? Most of them would say, no, do not live there. There are better places that you can live. But what we've seen over the last, especially 10 and 15 years, is we've seen, because of the affordability in Santee and the opportunity and space for some new construction, we've seen new construction homes. We've seen young families moving there to buy their first home because they don't have to pay the premium that they would have to pay in a lot of other parts of San Diego County. And we see a lot of renovations, like older homes that are being renovated and looking like new homes on the inside and still at quite a better price than other parts of San Diego County. Santee also has newer shopping centers with great restaurants. It also has Santee Lakes and Recreation Preserve, which has campgrounds, it has fishing, it has cabins, and has all sorts of amenities for families. And here's the best part about Santee. The median price home, as according to Redfin, currently is $773,000, which is below the median for San Diego County. Very nice. I've actually had 3 clients in the last 12 months buy brand new construction single family home in Santee for less than $1 million. Granted, it was very close. It was between $900,000 and $1 million, but they were able to get a single family home, 2,500 plus square feet, tall ceilings, 4 bedrooms, smart home, a new design. I mean, just really, really wonderful single family homes for under $1 million. You cannot find that in central San Diego. You might be able to find it down in Chula Vista, although that's getting harder and harder at that price point. And you can find it if you go far north, if you go up into maybe Vista, potentially parts of San Marcos, Escondido, Valley Center. You have to get pretty deep onto the north or the east side of San Diego County. But Santee is still pretty dang central. And to be able to find homes for brand new construction for $1 million is too good to be true. I'll be honest. I don't think we're going to see that again. In fact, the new homes that we're seeing now in Santee are starting at closer to the $1.2 million mark. Again, that's if you're looking for single family. If you want attached properties, you can find it for cheaper than that. Coming in at number 10 on this list of California's safest cities and number 1 in San Diego is going to be Poway, which has a property crime rate of 9.8 out of every 1,000 residents. And the reason why it's higher than Santee is because the violent crime is extremely, extremely low, 1.7 on average out of every 1,000 residents. So that's about 0.1%. Now, Poway is interesting in an area that people relocating to San Diego and people that currently live in San Diego probably wouldn't consider, or at least would be outside of, out of their radar when they're thinking about where to live. Poway is north of Santee. Technically, it's part of North County, San Diego, but it's kind of this weird region of like just starting to get North County and east. So when you think of North County, Poway definitely isn't the first place that comes to mind. The motto of Poway is the city in the country, and it's also part of the highly desirable Poway Unified School District. Now, Redfin has the median price home in Poway listed currently at $1.314 million. Although from personal experience, we have people looking over there all the time. I would imagine it's more closer to 1.1 to 1.15 is going to be closer to the median price that most people are seeing over there. Poway is just a really great opportunity for the price point when you look at other parts of San Diego County. They also have new construction. So they have the Farm, which is for all ages, some single family homes. And then they also have Junipers, which is a 55 plus community, both from Lennar. Not going to say they're my favorite developer ever, but the communities look wonderful. And I definitely have some people that have been interested in checking out more information on both of those brand new construction communities. Poway, like overall, has a ton of major benefits. Being the top San Diego safest city is going to add to that list. And if you were to actually take Poway, pick it up, drop it off next to the ocean, closer to the coast, I mean, I have no doubt because of all the benefits that are currently in Poway, it would be one of the most desirable, one of the most expensive communities in the entire county. And the only reason it isn't right now is because of that, because of the proximity to the ocean. Depending on how deep you live into Poway, it can take you sometimes 10, 15 minutes just to get to the 15 freeway. The 15 freeway is going to easily be another 15 to 20 minutes to the ocean. So realistically, you're looking at 20 to 35 minute drive to the ocean in total. If that's not as impactful for you and you'd rather have a bigger house, a nicer house, a bigger yard, be in a highly ranked school district, then Poway could be a great option for you. So if you're considering a move to San Diego or even just starting your search at all, you're trying to figure out where to start, where to look, what's going to be best for you and for your family, I'd love to be able to hop on a call and help talk you through this entire situation. It's okay if you're just starting your research. It's okay if you're 1 to 2 years out. I can help you figure out what's best for you and for your family, the timing, the type of home, what neighborhoods, what to focus on. We have what we call our discovery sessions, which is a free 30-minute Zoom call with myself. Where we go over all of those items and you can book it down below. You can get access directly to my calendar, or you can just shoot me a call or you can email me. But until you do that, if you want to find out more about what it's really like living here, check out this video, which is what I talk about, the truth of what it's like to be a local here in San Diego. So hopefully you'll find that helpful. I appreciate your time. See you on the next one.